All right, good morning, everyone. Today's the Town Council regular meeting, Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022 at 8 a.m. in the Town Hall Rose Room. Can we all please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, on to item number 2, visitors. Are there any visitors that would like to be recognized? Any visitors? Okay, none, thank you. Item number 3, with the approval of the minutes for the July 20, 2022 meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Thank you. Next up, appointments, reappointments. So just one change here. Ryan's is going to be a reappointment for an alternate seat. He's listed here as appointments, but he will be for an alternate seat reappointment. So Richard Troutman for Harbor Management Commission until 6/30/2024. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Next is Ryan Tatisell, Inland Wetlands Commission until 6/30/2026, reappointment for an alternate seat.
So moved.
Second. Discussion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Thank you. Item number 5, which is the Historic Preservation Grant.
This is approval for the town clerk to apply for historic preservation grants to help her with archiving her records. It's a normal state program that she has usually taken advantage of. It's a $5,500 grant.
Questions?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Thank you. Item number 6, council discussion. Anybody have anything that they would like to discuss?
Is the ARPA money here, the next batch?
No,
Okay.
middle of August.
Do we have a Pearson workshop date?
I'll discuss
Okay,
that
that's
in the
coming
remind.
up.
Yep, I'll get that next.
Okay, and Carl, I assume you're gonna talk about the landfill too?
I was planning on.
Excellent, I'm just asking. All right, because it's my chance. Also, the private garbage, I was told has gone up 20%, people who use Schweitzer or whatever it is that they use. And I was asked by someone if the council would consider entertaining the idea of the dump being opened a day during the week in the future. And perhaps in the future, having a free day for people. In the future. I know it's not in the budget now, but a day that people, because this garbage is becoming expensive, like everything else, it's 20% higher.
It's gonna
I know,
become
I know,
more
I
expensive
know.
for us.
But I mean, yeah, but perhaps something we could do for the residents.
I don't know if Carrie, you were here during the discussion, but what it costs just to subsidize seniors getting free dumping privileges up there is very expensive. My thought has always been with private haulers that if you get your neighborhood together and commit to a certain hauler and say, we're here, 100% of us will do that, then perhaps they can get a discounted rate doing something like that. But other than that, I mean, with fuel costs plus the questions about what's going on with Mira and where everything's going, this is not a time to talk about charging less for the services that are available. Unfortunately, because I don't like paying that bill either.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the people who really can't afford it. Well, I suppose they're already going to the dump on Friday and Saturday, but I just thought I'd bring it up because that's new to me, learning about this. And one more question, and it's kind of, the auto service lot that's probably a brownfield next to what was Friendly's, and that sign stands there. Now that the people are moving into Friendly's and trying to make that a better looking place, is there any way we could get that sign removed?
Can I weigh in with 2 cents here? When I was working as the building clerk, my understanding is that the people who own that property still own that property and have investigated starting their business up again. So it's still owned by the people that had that previous enterprise there. So, and they're talking about restarting. So I don't know how or when the state or the town would get involved in any remediation or anything there. Maybe, well, I don't know. But all I know is that they have, within the last 2 years, said that they're interested in starting up again. I think Kathy King might know more about that.
I was just thinking they're probably gonna do their best to make it look good, and
I know.
I don't know what we can do.
I know,
to
and
support
that
them.
is
Okay.
not the.
I know, I realize it's private, but
And it's not pretty at all.
No.
No.
In terms of the dump, if we could look at the revenues that came in, Sue had a pretty good analysis of what we're looking at in terms of building fees, et cetera, and we're significantly over in those areas, so perhaps we could take those funds and reallocate it to what Carrie was saying for opening the dump the additional time. I understand it is not a break-even venture, but it is a benefit to this community, and people feel very strongly about the dump, as we all know. So it's definitely something that is an opportunity to help alleviate some of the concerns in the community.
Anybody else? All good? All right, hearing nothing, we'll move on to item number 7, which is the chairman's report. And just real quickly, we are confirmed for a Pearson workshop, 8:25 at 5:30. So that's confirmed, everybody's confirmed that. So we will have that scheduled and that discussion will begin. That is it for chairman's report. On to the town manager's report.
You have my written report. Charter Revision Commission had its first meeting to organize themselves, set a calendar of meetings. The big milestone was their setting the public hearing before they begin their substantive work. That's set for August 17th at 6 p.m. Be advertised in the New Haven Register to line up with their publication schedule. Anything else of interest? Working with Bo on a grant for $55,000, which is being provided to the town from the state, utilizing the state's ARPA funding. Bo needs additional support and guidance to fill out some of the ARPA-specific information that's included in that application. And relative to the landfill, the engineer had finished their report. It looks like the site, or the report confirms that the site is a good candidate for capping with imported soils. We will be meeting later this month to lay out next steps, prepping for what we have to do going forward with DEEP and the rest. But right now, it looks like a good project and saves the town $6 million.
that's fantastic.
Yay, wow.
That's it.
Any questions?
Yeah. I have two comments. When it comes to that grant for Park Rec, do you have any idea what they intend to do with it? I guess I'll say it this way, that if that 55 is designated already for something, we also have our own ARPA. And I would like to see, I think I suggested this to Chris to go back to the Park Rec Commission, that I would really like to see, and I think it's allowable, to get some ARPA funds to increase that water pad down at that beach. This year we were fortunate, I guess there wasn't as many beach closings due to the fact we didn't get a lot of rainfalls. But anyway, in the past when we've had beach closures, at least if we had an adequate water, I guess what I'm trying to say in the short run is, when I see on TV, Saybrook, other towns all around the state with these beautiful water parks, and here we are, Clinton, right on the water, and a beach, and we have, I would just think somehow that could be definitely COVID related, because you're trying to get the people out into the fresh air, away from gatherings and stuff. And so I just throw that out. If I'm pretty sure they probably have this 55,000 that they're gonna get from the state ARPA designated for something, but if you could, on our behalf, wow,
It was specific to the beach from the state.
right,
And Bo's intention to spend it is for the water booster.
water booster?
Correct, that's what's needed so that you can make sure that the water park or the water feature is working properly
Okay.
and doesn't impact the other plumbing on the site,
Good.
as well as repair to the pavilion roof, and he's looking at construction of a pickleball court out there.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So
pickleball would
it-
be nice down there.
It was meant for infrastructure. The funding is meant specifically for
Good.
beach infrastructure.
That's
But
good.
I wasn't clear what you were suggesting. I didn't hear the beginning part.
The water park,
Oh, okay, because I got the fan.
down at the beach.
Okay.
You know, it's one little thing there
Sprinkler
coming up out
pad.
of ground.
Yes.
I don't know, I thought someone told me the other day that it's broke again. And, you know, it really should be upgraded. And I'm glad to hear at least they're gonna boost the water power. Maybe we can suggest to them to sort of get a project going with our funds from ARPA to really enhance that for next year. It's too late for this year, but get things going, the progress for the young mothers and stuff to bring their kids down there. You've got a beautiful concession stand now. It's very friendly to families. You know, I think we have to encourage and help the residents the best we can down there. My second thought is, when it comes to the charter revision, if I miss something here at the town council that I would like to bring up, can I go as a private citizen to that town hearing?
For the meetings?
Yes.
To the public hearing, yes.
You are.
Okay.
You are a
And I,
voter.
you know, if I announce myself that I'm not representing the town council, I'm just representing, because there were, you know, something just came to mind that I think should be added to the charter. And, you know, I'm willing to share right now if you'd like to. It's the fact that with all the things we did about being on boards and commissions, I think one that we missed when we first started the charter a couple years ago, and I think it should be addressed this time, is when an individual gets voted to this town council, they can't be on any other appointed board either. You know, we have it where you can't be on two elected boards, which is okay, but I just think town council individuals should be just on town council. So I'm going to make that suggestion. Now, I don't know if we can do it as a council and send it forward, or I'll gladly come. I'm gonna intend to come on the 17th anyways. I could just do it, but I didn't want to overstep my, I wanted to let the council know in advance that I was gonna go as a private citizen.
Yeah, I think at this point you'd have to go as a private citizen.
Okay.
Because the council already gave its charge to.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. No problem. Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
Just one little thing about the beach. We have an absolutely beautiful bocce court. If we just put a couple of $100 worth of pea stone in there, it would be serviceable. And it's truly a beautiful place between the river and the center.
Might want to go to a park and rec commission because
I did.
That
I've talked to
would
them
be-
for a long time.
that would be where that belongs, and
Yeah.
it's
What
also
if you
one of the
can't- yeah.
target points to
Yeah.
take out because no one apparently uses it, and that's where they want to put the pickleball court.
Oh.
So it does not have a
I've been
lot
talking
of
about
use.
that pea stone for a year and a half.
That's crazy. We don't
Well, you know, Carrie,
have
that's a,
pickleball court
it is a
and
beautiful
a
bocce court.
down there?
Apparently no
Go
one's
ahead,
using it.
Carol, I'm sorry.
You're just talking about the bocce.
Yeah.
I don't think
no,
anybody knows it's there.
I
You
know.
Honestly, it's
The
one-
last
it's
people that used it was a group of old timers.
Ray Apel.
Yeah.
Ray Apel and his
Way-
buddies,
yep.
yeah.
And
yeah.
they played for a long time, but quite frankly, no one showed interest into going back down there again, Carrie.
Well,
Since that
it's
group.
full of weeds and I could get.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
I think if you tell them that a pickleball court's going in,
Right
that'll
there.
alleviate the pain.
I know, but why can't we have both? Some towns have horseshoe pits too.
That will be discussed at Park and Rec, and that's where you should go. Horseshoe pits were removed
Yes.
after a child got injured on a horseshoe pit
Oh, wow.
for risk management, so.
Is there a fence around a pickleball court? Because that's a drop right down into the water.
Normally is fenced
Okay,
off.
great.
Again, you should direct those to the Park and Rec
I
Commission.
just heard about the pickleball.
They're the ones making those decisions.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rant, there's a lot
Go to
of
a Park and
flat.
Rec Commission meeting and discuss it
Carl
with
doesn't
Park
seem
and Rec
like
Commission.
he wants to talk about pickleball.
Too bad Chris Pasante isn't here to forward our comments.
Yeah.
You should go to Park and Rec. They have control over those sites, unless you want to take that authority
Anytime you
away.
want.
There's a lot of flat room
Wait a
down
minute,
there
wait a
for a
minute.
pickleboard,
I'll go
pickle
back
court.
anytime you want.
I think they can, they'll find a spot.
Yep, all right. Anybody else? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to town council liaison reports. Anybody have anything to report today?
I went on behalf of the beautification committee to inland wetlands yesterday, and they voted down the rain garden on the bank wanting an engineered study and calling Yukon's plan not a real rain garden. That was a great meeting.
Really?
Yeah. I'd like to talk to Carl about that tomorrow morning, maybe.
Okay. All right, anybody else? Nobody wants to follow that one up, huh?
No, I guess not.
All right. Okay, then, hearing none, we'll move on to item number 10, which is to adjourn to executive session to discuss personnel and real estate. And invite Carl and Mary.
So moved.
Second? Second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Thank you. We're back from executive session. We will move on to item number 11, contract approval. Do we have a motion to approve a new contract for the town manager, Carl Kilduff?
So
So-
moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Wait a minute,
As
Okay. go ahead.
You want to discuss, go ahead.
Yeah, no, we're not putting any specifics into the motion.
No.
Mary, that's okay? Okay,
You've always done it this way.
Yeah.
all right.
They'll all find out, don't worry.
You should authorize the chairman to sign it on behalf of the
I
town.
will, and I would add to that motion to authorize the chairman to sign the contract. That contract.
That contract. Anybody else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Thank you. Motion to
Welcome
adjourn.
home, honey.
Motion to adjourn after that.
Now he's got a smile. Okay.
No, you should have Carol. Don't even, we're not even gonna go there. Can we get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Second?
You got it.
Okay. All in favor?
I
Aye.
Opposed?
said welcome home,